Switching gears now, last night our I-Team brought you the story of an Overland Park man fighting for the return of his late wife's service dog, Tootsie. Paul Marinsky will head to court tomorrow morning for a hearing in this battle to get the dog back. But the nonprofit where his wife got Tootsie says they own the sheepadoodle. The fight shines a light on how important it is to do research and ask questions before signing on the dotted line.
In part 2 of her report, the I-Team's Kat Reed shares how to protect yourself in the search for a service dog.
A community in Wisconsin raised $20,000 for a service dog, only to end up with no dog and no money. In Virginia, a similar story, a family left empty-handed.
Every time there seems to be a vulnerable population, and in our case, people with disabilities, there's someone who wants to take advantage of them.
Kathy Zamitis is the director of development for NEADS.
Good boy.
It's a Massachusetts-based nonprofit that's trained service dogs since 1976. Zamitis and her colleague, Audrey Trishman, sat down with the I-Team to walk us through finding a reputable program.
The first step really is to understand what a service dog is.
The Americans with Disabilities Act defines service animals as dogs that are individually trained to do work or perform tasks for people with disabilities. Dogs whose sole function is to provide comfort or emotional support don't qualify under the law.
Make sure that a service dog is what you really need for your disability. It's not a want, it's a need.
They say your next step should be this website, Assistance Dogs International. ADI sets the worldwide standards for assistance dog programs.
And as much as the ADA doesn't require accreditation of a service dog, ADI is actually the only organization that comes anywhere close to some kind of national certification.
NEADS is a member, and you can search for others on ADI's website.
Are you ready to stand? Oh, good girl.
Once you find a service dog program, be prepared to wait for your partner. The application process at NEADS can take up to 2 years.
Do they claim that they'll send you a dog right away? You're going to get a dog right away. No. Total red flag.
Also, read the fine print on any agreement.
Does the organization charge you money? While it's not necessarily a red flag, make sure you understand any financial obligation that you have, what that entails. Are they asking you to sign a contract? What does that contract say?
Trishman hopes by sharing this information, they'll see fewer headlines about service dog scams and less heartbreaking cases like Paul and Tootsie's.
It's important because we don't want people to get hurt or ripped off.
For the I-Team, I'm Kat Reed, 41 Action News.
NEADS also shared a list of questions you should ask when you're looking for a service dog program, including, will I be receiving a fully trained dog? Will I be taught to work with my service dog? What are the qualifications of the trainers? And how many dogs has the group trained?
Good questions.